Hello again and welcome back to Wingot Plays Satisfactory. Last episode we built this steel factory which is going to be making our steel pipes and our steel beams. But the problem is we got the iron hooked in, but we don't have the coal coming in yet. And last episode I did say that we would have to get some trucks to bring coal into this steel. And the reason is, if we take a look over here, actually, let's just scan for it. If we scan for coal, there's obviously that coal node there, which we're using for our coal power. And then there's a row of coal nodes over here, which will allow us to... I might have missed a couple there. Which will allow us to get a whole lot of coal, right, and then transport it over to our base. But in order to transport it over to our base, we could either do some really long constructors, but we might as well actually use the trucks, because that's one, what they're used for, and two, it means we don't have really long conveyors running all the way across the world. And so I've already selected vehicular transport, and if we quickly just shove in everything it's going to need, then the pod can get sent away.
Milestone reached. Long-range transportation, as well as the construction of outposts, is now encouraged. Vehicle stations have built-in functionality to refuel and restock or collect parts.
Perfect. So, what we are going to want to do is we are going to want to be able to make it so that the trucks can deliver coal somewhere around here to then bring up to there. With the conveyor road that we've got here and how tight it is here, it might actually be a better idea to build our truck stop somewhere like underneath here. So 1, 2. I do wonder, what if we, let's see, where did that build? There, good. What if we put it right here? And let's put Zeus back on. Oh, I'm out of iron plates. Give me 1 second. I should probably check all of everything that I've got to make sure that I've got a full stack of everything. So, iron plates, let's grab 2 stacks of that. Iron rods, let's make sure we've got over a full stack. Screws we shouldn't need, but we've already got way more than we're ever going to need. Wires, we're doing fine, we've got almost 2 stacks. Cables, let's grab another stack of those. And then concrete, oh, we've only got under a stack, so let's grab 2 more of those. Perfect. So let's take a look. We've got 96 rotors, we've got a whole lot of reinforced iron plates. Good, we should have everything that we're going to need. So let's pop back down here. And then this is going to be basically where we offload materials. And we can even get rid of that. Perfect. So, first thing is, let's see what we can do about tidying up this cable so it's not flipping through. Perfect, and then we can get rid of that one. Good. So, this is where we are going to be dropping off coal. And to that end, one, let's grab our chainsaw and clean this up a little bit. And 2, let's build an actual train depot. So, transportation. We unlocked the truck station and the tractor. So, we want the truck station, let's put it there. And then this is going to be, let's just check. Yep, okay. This is going to be coal unload. Perfect. It's an unload station, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put some fuel in there so that it will refuel our truck when we bring the truck in a minute. Now, we're also going to need to fix this up so that the truck can actually get onto it. So let's do that. And then from the ground, let's... Come on. Boom. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go further, but let's just quickly get rid of some of this debris. Perfect. So, I don't think... Questionable whether we're actually ever going to be able to get under the ground here with this slope, although it does flatten out. So... Perfect. So that looks like that should provide a slope up there for the trucks with just a 2-meter incline, which works better for the trucks than a 4-meter incline. They just go rather slow for 4-meter incline. I think... Oh, let's extend this out actually. And probably we'll put another truck station here in future. Now, if we quickly... So we can actually... Where is it? There. Okay, we'll connect that onto there. This is an unload station. So, if we have an unload station, obviously we need a load station. That... Okay, let's try bringing this further. There you go. I think there might be one here that's actually in the ground, but it's fine. So, if we pop over here to where we built the coal miners, which I did off camera in preparation, I cleared out the hogs that were there. There was about 10 hogs in total in the area. And so I killed all of them and placed the miners. They're just Mark 1s, but I've then combined them together using mergers. And so they can... So there's basically 2 lines now of Mark II conveyor belt, and we just need somewhere to bring them into. So what if we set up over here and make this the truck loading station? It cuts into the water, but that's fine. And then it's also going to need ramps to enable actually getting onto here. Perfect. Now I'm just going to clean up a little bit of this debris around the ramp, and then we should be good. Go. Perfect. Good. So now let's put a truck station here. Where is in the way? Kind of forward because I need modular frames. Okay. So let's just quickly make some more modular frames. Yeah, we can make 50 with what's in our inventory. I'll just make about 10. And I believe we are also going to need them to make the truck itself. So I might go for 25 and stop there, see if that's going to be enough. Perfect. Now, truck station is here. Transport to truck station. Aim for the middle. Boom. And then... grab off of here, we can put a power line, connect it, and then this is coal load. Perfect. So now we just need to feed into it using Mark II conveyors, and there's 2 input slots here, 2 output slots over there, and there's a fuel slot here as well. But what we'll do is we'll actually set it up so that the main base is providing the fuel 2 trucks as they come in. Now, that doesn't quite reach, so let's pop over here, and this can run. Do that. Perfect. So we've now got 2 Mark II belts coming in to the coal station, and together they're bringing in 240 coal per minute into this train station, this truck stop. Perfect. Now, what we might do is we might grab some of this coal and actually put it here into the fuel spot, so that while we're recording the truck route, it actually is able to get the fuel from there. But it's a loading station, and it's got lots of coal coming in on 2 different lines. Perfect. Just going to check. Yep, okay, that's a Mark II, and it does look fairly full. Perfect. So we should have 240 per minute coming in now. That's a lot of coal, and will definitely serve our purposes for the foreseeable future, especially since we're running the power off of a completely separate system. But what we do need is a truck to actually do the deliveries. And I do, of course, need some coal to power that truck, because it's not going to be able to even record. How does it have a full... Oh, because it's within range of this truck stop. That's fine. Now, what we want to do is we want to record a path that will take this truck from here over to the other station, loads here, and then drives all the way to our drop-off station. Struggling a little bit with this hill. Perfect, and from here it should be pretty clear sailing to get over to our unload station. At the unload station, of course, we unload. That was stupid. And then we turn around and bring it back to the loading station. It's a fairly short route, this particular one, but one, it's a proof of concept, and 2, it gets things up and running, and coal particularly is one of those things that allows us to then run all of the other trucks that we want. And then we continue down, trying our best to avoid the path that we set on the way here, so that if we do put another truck onto the line, they hopefully don't wind up colliding, or at least very often. Oh. Yeah, well, that said I was a good driver. And we just need to come around here, cross the finish line, and we're done. Perfect. So now we should be able to, 1, we can hide the path, 2, we can enable autopilot, and then if we get out, it will just automatically deliver the coal over here to us. Now the first step is we want to actually turn this offloading station into a coal, into a fuel reloader, so that the truck never runs out of fuel and can always keep running, because it's not getting fuel automatically over there. And so if we quickly pop over to here, the quickest solution will be to just run an output line from the output of the truck stop into its own fuel slot. And so if we run up here, probably easiest is to extend the back of this a little bit further. Boom. And then we can just run that conveyor from the output port into the fuel port, and then this will refill and it'll keep the truck filled whenever it arrives here to unload. And there's our truck with 600 more coal coming in. And then over here, there you go, it's all coming in. There we go, 274 items per minute. Well, 240 is what we're actually producing, but there was a bit of spare. Truck's being silly, but it's fine. Yes, we now have coal sitting here, completely automated, without the truck ever running out of fuel. And now all we need to do is bring that coal up to our nice pretty steel setup that we made last time. And the easiest way to do that is going to just be coming straight under the base here. And later on, we'll tidy all of this up. But for the time being, we need to bring it over to here. And then it can go over there. Perfect. Not the tidiest, but generally the cables that are coming outside of the builds themselves, I'm not overly concerned, the conveyors, I'm not overly concerned with their designs. Now, the only question is, I don't remember how much coal this build actually needs. I believe it's 1 coal for every iron. Let's take a quick look here. So this is making the iron ingots, right? And then at the next level up, we're combining the iron ingots with the coal to actually make the steel. So if we pop up to here, we can have a quick look around, and 40, 40, and 40. So we need 120, which means we're actually going to need a Mark II belt, not Mark I belt that I've just built. So that's easy to fix, because all I need to do, one, we've got a Mark II conveyor there, and then this can become Mark II the whole way along. We can see the coal already making its way up. If we take a right on here, there you go. It should all make it the full way, and then we should start getting products being output. Good. Coal making its way up. Coal should be getting into, here we go, the forges. And we should be getting our first steel being produced. Part of the question is whether this will kill our power network, but I think we should wind up getting to about 500 or so. Maybe a little bit more. I don't think it will quite go over 600 with this build. If we went any bigger, I think it would, but... Steel going upstairs. Okay, let's continue chasing it. That didn't work. Yep, that should be a normal foundation. And then this can be... So up here we're making steel beams. Nice. And then... let's go have another one. And then on top here I believe we're making steel rods. Cool. So, steel pipes, perfect. And they're both running. That was stupid. Almost died. So close. I don't have any food on me, but my health will heal so long as I don't make another stupid mistake like that. But if we take a look here, we've got steel beams here, and we've got steel pipes there. Let's have a quick look at steel beams and make sure all of them are actually running. And they both are. Perfect. So let's deconstruct our ramps. Oops. And then we just need somewhere to put the actual output. So, question is, how do we fit these? Might be worth going out one further so that we can... Missed. We can put one there, one here, and then that one's going to get in the way, but it'll do for now. It's temporary at least. Okay, I really hate that. It won't do for now. Close. Okay, let's see. So, here. Here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's see, how does that go? Kissing. Esmond. Good. Now this one I don't think I can improve at all. Could do though is I could just bring it to there and then out. I wonder, what if I just move the storage crate? Perfect. And then we've got steel pipes, we've got steel beams. Good, we've got both being produced. So, if we then continue on, we are going to need, in order to make 500 smart plating upstairs, let's have a quick look. I think it's rotors and... Why? No. Oh, that's making modular frames, okay. I forgot we had a temporary setup making modular frames. That's super convenient. But we'll worry about the space elevator stuff later. For now, let's go take a look what the next step that we can unlock in our hub is. And we did have a hard drive finish. Pure copper. So all the pure recipes are actually quite good once you get the refineries. And I don't care about biocoal ever. And Caterium wire, well, we're not having any difficulty with wire at the moment. Let's grab another hard drive. Run that. Perfect. I think we are running out of valuable recipes at this point. Oh. Let's see. So, improved melee combat. That will allow us to get the Xeno Basher, which will be really nice. Also, we get an extra hand slot and some inventory slots. So, that's something we can easily do. And the only thing we were missing is wire. So, if we grab a chunk more wire, then we can run in here and put in everything we're going to need. There you go. Perfect. Now, if we pop quickly over to our
Milestone
workshop, To
R&D
make
inflated
the
your
Xeno
pocket
Basher, we're going to
dimension,
need
added
a
an
second
additional
Xeno
heavy
Zapper.
equipment slot, and have provided an improved Xeno Zapper with increased strength
Perfect.
and range.
And we're going to need a little bit more wire. That should do. Now take this one off, and boom, we can make a Xeno Basher. Very nice. And then that can go there. While we're at it, let's grab some more rebar. And we will clean up our inventory a little bit. Now, if we quickly pop over to here, the biofuel generators, well, the biofuel producers, the constructors, then we can get rid of this. Nope, that was wrong. That was very wrong. Good. This wood, and this leaves. Done. Perfect. So we've got 1:20 until the pod arrives back. If we take a look, we can make hyper tubes, which are going to need encased industrial beams, which you need an advanced steel production for. We can do logistics Mark III, which we could actually do at this point, would allow us to create the Mark III conveyor belt, which would allow us to go to 270 resources per minute, basically combine two Mark IIs plus an extra 30 into a single belt. Which would allow us to take all of that coal that we're producing and put it onto a single belt. Not that we need to do that at the moment. A larger storage container, faster conveyor lifts, and stackable pipeline support. But I think the first step is probably going to be unlocking this advanced steel production so that we can get the motors, stators, Mark II miners, heavy modular frames. The Mark II miner will also allow us to double our coal production rate down at the coal power plant, although we will also need these Mark III belts in order to carry it. So we're going to need both of those in order to improve our coal situation. But let's just quickly go around and grab everything we can to actually finish as much of this as possible. So we're going to need more rotors, and then the limitation is going to be the steel pipes. I think we're making 60 steel pipes per minute. There might be 40. But either way, at most it'll be about 5 minutes of production will get us enough steel pipes to fill that requirement. I suspect that it's 60 steel beams to 40 steel pipes based on what's in there and the ratios that are involved. Perfect. So that's 200 rotors there. I'll grab one extra stack, and then we can throw those in, and then we're just waiting on the steel pipes to actually produce. But we've got the basic steel resources, both steel pipes and steel beams, automated now. Very, very nice. That's all of that, that's that, and then that's the 2 stacks of that. And the other thing about now having access to steel is we actually have a number of alternate recipes that using steel. For example, there's a steel rod recipe that uses 1 steel ingot to make 4 iron rods instead of 1 iron ingot to make 1 iron rod. As well as which, this setup here only produces 15 per minute. This setup produces over 3 times as much, but still in a constructor. So it is a lot faster and uses a lot less machines and a lot less resources in order to get a lot more output. So that's a very nice recipe that will allow us to make steel rods using pure steel. Screws here, we can again, one steel beam to 52 screws. One steel beam is only 4 iron, whereas here 5 iron makes 20 screws, and the production rate, it only makes 50 per minute, whereas this one makes 260 per minute. However, we can do even better than this, I think. Actually, no, I don't think we can, because this 16 to 64. So we could actually be more resource conservative, but use more space by using this recipe with the steel rods. Or if we want to conserve space and just have a high output, we can use this recipe to use a little bit more iron, much less than here though, to produce quite a lot. And then there's other recipes, steel modular frame and steel rotors, and so there's a lot of recipes that will allow us to utilize steel to make much cheaper items that we're currently making using just iron. And so that's probably something that we'll have to take a look at in the next episode in order to improve a lot of our throughput and a lot of our resource usage. But I will be back in just a moment. Well, actually, I don't think I will. I think I'll probably end the episode here. I'm just going to wait for the extra 28 steel pipes to complete, run them down to the hub, and unlock advanced steel production. Or what I might do is I might get these steel pipes, and then at the start of the next episode, we might unlock advanced steel production. But I'm going to have to spend a little while looking at what we can do to replace builds that we've currently got using steel. So, thank you for watching. Stay happy and healthy, and I hope to see you in the next one.